Good morning, world. I am Judy, your web based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida and New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, I want to talk about 5 ways you can use video conferencing to help make the holidays a little bit more normal this year. We know that it's been that kind of year. In one of the recommendations, I actually was listening to Dr. Fauci the other day recommending that people avoid that those gatherings during the holidays. And so I want to talk about 5 ways that you can use video conferencing to make the holidays less distant and bring a little bit more normal to your holidays. But before I get into that, I want to take a quick moment and say, if you are subscribed, thank you so very much for being a part of our world. And if you are not yet subscribed, please take a moment and click the subscribe button below so that you can become a part of this wonderful world of ours. And of course, if you'd like to purchase 1 or 3 of my books, there's also a link below that will take you to a site where that will give you all your options for places where you can get 1 or 3 of my books. Oh, and also make sure you tick the bell so you're notified when I post new things. Yes. Okay, so let's get back to it. One of the first things I've been recommending that people do is connect your video conferencing through to your TV, whether it is that you're casting from your computer or you're casting from your phone. Because one of the things that usually happens or that makes it hard for people to use the video conferencing to connect is having to sit in front of the computer or having to sit or hold the phone in front of you. But cast it to a big TV and bring the TV to wherever the family is gathered, especially as we're starting to have, right now we have Thanksgiving coming up, and then we're going to have different holiday dinners that are happening. So bring, if your TV is on something where it could roll, roll it to wherever you're going to be. If it's not somewhere that it can roll, then maybe you have the events closer to where the TV is. That way you can have you can see the screen on your TV. So if you have a group meeting on video conference maybe you invite your mom and your sister, and everybody is in their respective kitchens or in their respective dining rooms or wherever, but you guys are still together. But it's not as confining if you just cast it to a large television, and then everybody is able to continue moving about. You can see each other, you can engage with one another without having to be stuck to a TV, to a computer or a phone, because those usually, within a few minutes, it's like, okay, let's get off this thing now. That's the first recommendation I've been making. Another way to use video conferencing is either virtually cooking together, or maybe a cooking class. A lot of people, especially right now with the elderly, it's being recommended because they're such a vulnerable population. A lot of people are missing holidays with grandma, holidays with their parents. So one idea I thought would be super awesome is if you did, like, maybe we did a virtual cooking with grandma, where grandma is showing you her secret recipe for whatever that one thing everybody loves, and we all get the same ingredients and we cook it together. And grandma can, yes, grandmas are getting really high tech these days, so they can she you could do a virtual cooking class. You can watch, what do you call it? You can watch a game with grandpa, using it to connect with people, because I know right now everyone has that Zoom fatigue that's going on from dealing with so many work related things being done via video. But this is an opportunity to use it for something more pleasant, to use it for something more relaxing. And if you do cast it to the TV, it makes it a lot more less confining, and it gives you the freedom to continue moving about as you would normally do if you guys were really truly in the same room. So virtual cooking together. And if it's not grandma showing you how to make something. Maybe you guys each do something, bring the computer into your kitchen and you guys work on your parent one of your mom's favorite recipes. Whatever it is, cooking together is a great way to, yeah, is a great way to use video conferencing. Having virtual gatherings. Right now, again, Thanksgiving is coming up in a few days, and many people are going to not be together for Thanksgiving. Anyone who's been out to eat a meal with me will say, "What?" when I say this. Create a virtual meeting, cast it to the TV, and have everybody there for dinner. Have everybody there for um whatever, for your lighting of the menorah. I hope I got that right. I think that's right. Or your Thanksgiving dinner, your whatever traditional Christmas. And I know for a lot of people, a tradition is to start decorating the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving dinner. Cast the cast your virtual meeting to the TV, and everybody from their respective homes can decorate the tree together. You guys can still share the memories. You guys can still have those conversations and make it feel a little less 2020, I guess I would say, because it's not possible, or out of an abundance of caution, many people are going to be staying home. Many people are not going wherever they would normally be during the holidays. So that would be another thing, virtual gatherings, dinner, whether it's dinner or decorating the tree or whatever it is that you guys normally would do. Watching games or attending religious services. That's my fourth recommendation. Most places of worship are now having virtual services. So it's very, you can, while mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, or whomever you normally would be with are not there, you guys can attend the virtual services together while you're watching it on, maybe you're watching it on your TV, and it's you're connecting with each other on a different device. Find Because those are important memories, those are important things that many families do together and normally do together that are going to be technically missed. But because of the advances in technology, there are ways to capture that. There are ways con- to keep that, because again, we are missing a lot, but there are things we may be able to do to help keep it. If you're missing church, your church probably has a stream version of their service. So whatever time is convenient, everybody gathers together, get on your virtual conference meeting, and put the TV on YouTube and watch your place of services, what do you call it, streaming of the service that day. And the last thing I say is, whatever traditional family activities, things like, decorating the house for the holidays, decorating the tree for the holidays. Some families make special ornaments for the holidays. Whatever it is that you would normally do, use that opportunity to do them. It is true that you're not going to physically be in that room. You're not going to be able to reach out and touch and hug each other. But you can, if you have your casting as a virtual video conference onto the television. All the kids can be in their living room on their little coffee table, creating their ornament for that day, for that year. All the kids can see each other as we're making popcorn, what do you call it, garlands this year. Whatever it is that is being missed in person that they're not able to do together in one room, you can do in your respective homes with the use of video conferencing. And whichever platform works for you, whichever one you use, just go for it. Right now, we all have, the one thing is, we have the benefit of we don't have as much limit with 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 what do you call it, data. So most people have a fair amount of data on their phones, and many people have Wi-Fi. So hopefully you have access to one or both of those and you can utilize them. So I'll just do this quick recap. One, first thing I definitely highly recommend is that you connect your TV, your stream to a television, whether you're casting it from your phone or you're attaching it via what do you call it, HDMI, or just casting it regularly from the TV, from a computer to the TV. Find a way to connect your TV to a device that you use for video conferencing. Two, use it for things like virtual cooking together. Share a recipe, maybe a cook off, whatever it's gonna be. Three, use it for virtual gathering. When we're having to, if we can't be in the same room physically to have Thanksgiving dinner, we can have Thanksgiving dinner together from our respective dining rooms. So bring a big TV and make room for the TV in your dining room, and let the whole family have their own little corner on the TV, and we can all have dinner together. Or watching games, or attending religious services, or whatever gatherings, wherever places where you would normally be. Um, Cast one TV playing the game, and in maybe a smaller device where you guys are engaging with each other. And finally, doing traditional activities, decorating trees or making special ornaments, or whatever your family's holiday traditions are. Yes, this has been a different year. Yes, this is the year that we're gonna remember, but we can still find ways to make the little things that matter to us still be a part of the holiday season, even in this 2020. So that's pretty much all I had for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.